All right, guys, so we have stopped for the night in Oklahoma. We are almost at the Texas border, but we are in Black Kettle National Grasslands. And we got here at night. It's still pretty chilly, hence I'm wearing all of my winter regalia. But I wanted to get down to some work, finish up working on the December collection, and I thought it would be the perfect time for a little hot beverage. So I wanted to take the opportunity to show you guys a little behind the scenes of our kitchen inside of our, obviously we're in our travel trailer. See the kitchen in our travel trailer. But I also wanted to show you one of my very favorite things, which is some chai tea that comes from Canada. Alan was sweet enough to get me some when he went up to Canada this summer because I had run out. So I'm going to show you. Kind of cool, right? How we have everything strapped down for easy access. The reason I have to lean over like this is because we have the Storm, the motorcycle, tied down. So there's these straps, which I should have undone, but oh well. So here's the chai. It's Chaiwala Fresh Original Masala Chai. So this is a sticky chai, meaning that there is honey in it, and it's not like a dried tea. It's actually kind of a little bit wet and sticky, and it is delicious. It actually comes just the tea or in a kit. I wanted to show you the kit box that it comes in because it's also cute, but I ended up using that to store all of my crystals that I dug up because I need a place for them. So this is what comes in the kit. It's a chai tea, and then this adorable little pot. It's a traditional pot that you put on the stove with your water or your milk alternative, and then this little sieve, which is how you pour it into your cup. So I'm going to kind of show you the whole process plus how we use this kitchen area. So the first step to using our little kitchen here is to get out the stove, which we have stored underneath the bed. Et voila, Coleman stove. So pop that up here on the counter, and then our propane is underneath the front counter here. So gotta find the pipe. The real life struggle here. How did I put this? Woo! Okay, so we have the hose which attaches to the stove here. There we go. And then we have to turn on the propane. All right. Now we can open up the stove. And I like to use one little flap just so that the back doesn't fall down. Okay, there we are. Now, okay, so we're gonna light it, but first I wanna get my milk alternative into my little pot. Dig that out from down here. Chicken broth. And voila, coconut beverage. This is TJ's coconut milk. You could use almond milk, you could use soy milk. I stay away from soy, but any of those alternative milks, oat milk I guess is big now, but you could also just use regular old milk if that's your thing. Okay, pour some of this in here. This is gonna be yummy. Okay. Open up my chai. Note to self, add scissors to the front of the trailer. Oh, that smells so good. Okay. So, the instructions: in a small pot, combine 1 tablespoon of Chaiwala chai with 1 cup of milk or nut milks. heat over the stove on medium to just under a boil. So you don't want to boil the milk itself. And strain into a mug, sip and savor. So we are going to take a tablespoon of this. This is probably more than a cup. Let's see, maybe a rounded tablespoon. This is the consistency. So it's not exactly dried. There's a little bit of a granola-y texture to it. I'm going to go ahead and pop that in there. So our next challenge is to turn on the stove. So we're going to do that. Now, I don't know if there's really a medium on this thing, but we're going to call that medium, I think, and just watch it. So, I'll probably stir it a little bit as I watch it, and I'll check in with you guys when it is almost boiling. So while we were waiting for this, you guys missed the coyotes howling. I really want to get this made and recorded and close the door because I really don't want to get attacked by a coyote. It's probably fine, but something was like dog fighting in the underbrush. I kid you not. We're not in Kansas anymore. Anyway, I think we're getting close. Obviously the point is to have a warm beverage, right? So you want it to heat up, but you don't want to boil it because you don't want to affect the flavor or the properties of either what's in the chai or the milk itself. So it's starting to froth a little bit. I think we're probably there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's warm. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Take my cute little cup, my sieve, and my tiny bit of counter space here. Pour from one into the other. So what it's doing is just catching the spices in the little sieve, so all I get is just the beverage, and you can just put that back in your pot. Okay, so now I've got a delicious, ooh, you see the steam? Delicious hot beverage for a cold evening. I wanted to tell you what was in the chai. I wonder if it says, I'm sure it does. It's all spices that are super good for you. So raw honey, Assam tea, raw ginger, cardamom, fennel, nutmeg, Ceylon cinnamon, black peppercorn, star anise, dried ginger, and clove. This is also fantastic for winter just because it's a good immune support. So if you start to feel a little bit iffy drinking some chai, you don't call it chai tea because that's like saying tea, because chai actually means tea. So you drink a cup of chai and get all those spices into your system. That's another reason not to use regular milk, because regular milk can make you to create more phlegm, so that's really not what you want when you are feeling under the weather. So a nut milk and some alternative milk and a tablespoon per cup. Don't let it boil, strain it out, and enjoy. And that's all there is to it. Now, Chaiwala, this brand that comes from Toronto, I found out about them actually because Eamon and Beck, who own this company, are a van life couple. They have a fantastic YouTube channel, so you should check them out. I'll put a link below, but I feel very kindred spirit to them drinking this while we're on the road. So I'm going to enjoy this. See if I can get a little sip here. Ooh, we did good. I'm going to go enjoy this, and y'all have a great night.
Chaiwala tea making, take 503.